Okay, ready for our next lesson. We're going to learn another basic spin. This is a one-handed spin that you can do similar to drop spins. This one's called thumb flips. This is going to be a really great exercise to help you build wrist strength, and you can do them in several points on the pole to help you build strength in various ways and keep it a little bit more interesting. So you're going to want to do these a lot. Anytime you have your flag in your hand and you're just kind of sitting around, you're going to want to do some thumb flips. Just flip the pole around. It's really going to help you with that wrist strength and grip strength. And just, these are a lot of fun. I find myself doing these just kind of subconsciously when I'm holding anything even remotely flagpole shaped. This is another one that you can do with your broomstick, just like drop spins and back scratchers. So if you have a broomstick, practice this one. I do think it is easier with a flag just because there's more weight. If your broomstick is really light, this might be tricky for you because once you get the momentum going, you can get it going pretty fast if you're using something heavy enough. All right, so how do we do a thumb flip? For these, I'm gonna go ahead and teach you these from the tab. It's what I think the easiest place to do these. Once we get further down on the pole, it's a little off balance, and there's some tricks to keeping it going when you have an off balance. So we're gonna start in our right L position, and you're gonna take your thumb and you're gonna wrap it around the pole like so, not too tight, just loosely there. Set it right up against the pole. And you're going to turn your flag, this actually goes the same direction as drop spins as well. So we're going to go counterclockwise when we're in our right hand. And you're going to just go ahead and turn your hand, turn your hand, turn your hand. And you're going to let go right about here. And it's going to roll over your thumb. So just like that. It's really hard to slow that down because the momentum does a lot of the work here. So showing you again, just try and get nice and close. I'm going to hold my hand up higher than you should. Don't hold your hand up there. Hold it nice and low at your waist. But I'll hold it up higher so you can see better. And you're gonna just roll, and it goes straight up and down every time. So every count, it's a 1 count move. We usually use this as a transition from up to down. We don't usually do several of them in a row unless we're building wrist strength. So each count is just 1, 1, 1. It takes 2 counts to do a full rotation. So if you wanted to count them, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Again, because this is a one-handed move, you want to keep your free hand out to the side or pressed against your leg. Definitely don't let it scrunch up or do anything, you know, goofy, like have it on your hip with the attitude. We like to keep our hand down at the side so that it's really clear that we know what we're doing, intentionally doing things with one hand. This looks scared and it looks like you are sick to your stomach, so make sure you're keeping your hand down at the side. All right, so I mentioned, of course, we can do this at different points of the pole. You can actually work your way down the pole if you kind of give it a little oomph there at the top of the spin. So you can practice doing these further down, and you can see the further down the pole you get, the slower they tend to go. And that momentum is really going to carry it over. So you want to use your grip, squeeze real hard, work on that grip strength, that squeezing strength to control the flag. And your wrist motions to control it as well. If your wrists are weak, this is going to be really hard for you. So really practice at the tab first before you move down the pole. Now, of course, we can do these with our left hand too. So go ahead and go to your left L position. And it's the same thing, wrap that thumb around like so. And this is going to turn clockwise, turn, 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 and then just roll straight up and down on every count. 1, 2, 1, 2. Really squeeze the pole to make it stop. Don't let it bobble. That's a good exercise in grip strength. This is a big heavy pole and it wants to keep turning once it starts turning. So to squeeze your hands like that and to make it stop is going to help you build those muscles to do a lot of our tricks, especially tosses and things like that. So I think that really about covers thumb flips. This is more of just a thing to practice to build some strength. So go ahead and do these just all the time, whenever you're bored, whenever you've got your broomstick in your hand, especially whenever you have your flag in your hand and you're just kind of getting situated. My students do these just all the time, just standing still. It's kind of like a fidget spinner type move. Kind of relieves that anxiety, just a repeated motion you can do over and over again. If you struggle with this at all, leave me a comment or send me a message and I'll see if I can get you sorted out.